Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today's BTA episode is BTAS episode. God, I can't talk. Is I've got Batman in my basement. So essentially, two criminals. They're planning on stealing a Fabergé egg. The heist goes well. They're on their way out. Then they run into Batman. Batman kicks their butts when all of a sudden this big ass vulture comes out of nowhere and just starts beating the shit out of Batman. So the thugs do escape with the egg in tow. Well, Batman kind of like goes off to lick his wounds from his bird encounter. I mean, this thing's fucking huge. It's like the size of Batman, so not something to, I guess, push off to the side. Um, but then it goes to the real stars of the episode. Annoyingly enough, just a little girl and boy, Roberta and I don't even fucking remember the kid's name. Very forgettable. These guys are the stars of the show. Very annoyingly enough, and they're talking, and the kids just got a package in the mail because it's for his like little junior detective agency. So it's got all the stuff for that to set up, and these two. I'm just gonna air quote this bullies show up. They don't really do anything bully wise. They give him a tough time, kind of. But I mean, it's maybe a little bit of trolling, nothing crazy. So the bullies they go on their merry way, and then the little boy and the girl they see the same condor, and the kid's like, "Hey, what the hell? That's a South American condor. What's that doing in Gotham City? Come on, we better follow it." And I'm just like, "All right, Gotham City has got to be one of, if not the most dangerous city in the entirety of this world." And I'm just like, you have criminals like Joker, Two Face, Riddler, like so on and so forth, and you have these drug lords like Rupert Thorne and whatnot. Like, I wouldn't raise a kid in the city of Gotham or let them go out unsupervised, considering these kids are like 10-ish years old. But they're like, oh, hey, look, it's a big ass bird that shouldn't be there. We should investigate this. I'm like, how about maybe the fuck you don't? Go back inside and thank God you're not mixed up in anything. But no, these dumb kids, they go to check it out. And it's Penguin's lair, which, kind of makes sense. His name's the Penguin, makes sense. He's going after an egg, and he has like a bird companion. So the bird is about to attack the kids because they're spying on him, and the bird's about to get him. But Batman, he comes in with a net, and he captures the bird, and he's like kicking the butts of all the thugs, and he takes down Penguin, and the kids somehow get mixed up on this like conveyor belt, and they've got like 20 full seconds to just get off to the side because it's going into this like crusher that's like gonna everything that goes under it gets like rolled over, and it gives them like such ample time to get over, but they're just sitting there like a bunch of idiots. So Batman has to save them, and so he brings them to the exit. He's like, get the hell out of here. And then Penguin, he comes back up, and he like shoots Batman with like this knockout slash poison gas. So it knocks Batman out on his ass. And while Penguin is still trying to collect himself and his men, Batman he calls for the Batmobile, and he's there at the Batmobile, but he like slumbers over in it. And then the kids come back and they're like, "Oh, Batman needs help." So they like escort Batman into the Batmobile, and then they just start pressing buttons, and it's literally by the grace of God or dumb fucking luck that they escape, because like they don't know what the hell buttons happening. They're like opening up missiles and like just doing all kinds of things. It was like the last second where they shot out some smoke, which like delayed them getting caught, and another last second where they were able to close the doors. Then The chase begins with Penguin and his two thugs on the Batmobile, and the little girl at the pedal and the boy driving, and they're just like tossing the Batmobile all over the place. I mean, if it was any other car, the scene would be over like the first time they hit something, but it is the Batmobile, so sturdy vehicle, it can take it pounding. Um, so they shake him off, and he is somehow able to drive that thing home. So they cover the Batmobile in boxes, like cardboard boxes, and then bring Batman all the way down to the basement. And the little girl, being the voice of reason, she's like, "Hey, we should probably call the police." And the little boy's like, "What? Are you crazy? We gotta protect Batman's identity." I'm just like, kid, just call Gordon. He's very buddy with Batman, or just say, "Hey, the fucking Penguin is after us. Please help." That's all you gotta say, really. You don't even have to include Batman. Just, hey, help, please. But it's whatever. So the two bullies come back, and they just find a random brick on the ground, and they see a whole bunch of boxes, and they throw it at the boxes, and I'm just like, what's the point of that? Like, it was just cardboard boxes. Are you just bored? Like, they kind of portray the bullies as like these, well, like bullies, but I'm just like, they're not really doing anything like that bad. So they discover the Batmobile, and the little boy's like, "Are you guys nuts? Batman, that's his Batmobile. We're gonna get caught and whatnot." And the Condor shows up, and I'm like, "Damn it! Now the Penguin will know we're here." And so they're talking with Batman, and he's like telling them how he needs a capsule and about a visor, and they're not getting it, but it's a capsule in the visor in the Batmobile. So he's given that, but it's not really doing anything at first. And now she's like, "All right, I am for sure." The little girl, she's like, "I'm for sure calling the cops now," and she's not getting a signal because that fucking Condor is so damn smart. It used its beak to cut the power lines. I'm like, damn, Penguin, just get fucking 5 of those Condors and make that your gang, and I'm pretty sure you're golden. Because one of them kicked Batman's ass, and this one's smart enough to know to cut the power line to the phone. So I'm just like, fucking use birds, dude. So Penguin shows up and breaks into the house, and they have like this kind of Home Alone moment because they like use Batman's utility belt, and one gets tied up, one gets knocked down the stairs when they're trying to go upstairs, and um, then they throw some smoke bombs down, and then the little girl and the little boy, they like charge down the stairs, and they throw these like little like lasso things of rope at the Penguin, and they wrap him up, and the Penguin's like, "Yeah, that's cute, but I got a knife in this umbrella, so yeah, I'm free. What are you gonna do?" So they all run downstairs. Like the bullies are there too, and Roberta and the little boy. And Penguin's just about to kill Batman, and right before Batman wakes up and kicks everybody's ass, and they have this really dumb fight scene where Penguin, he like takes his umbrella, and there's like a little fence that's for it, but it's like this big, so it's barely even a fence. It's more like a dagger. And then Batman fences him with a fucking screwdriver. And I'm just like, dude, just punch him in the fucking face. I will say about the Penguin design, I really like the design. Although he does look like an egg with legs and arms, but he does look penguin-ish, unlike the '60s version where it was just a guy with a long nose and, and a top hat. This one is more so reminiscent to a penguin. I don't know if the Batman Returns Batman or Batman the Animated Series came first, but both are very, very similar. So one was definitely inspired from the other one. So anyway, Batman, he fences with the Penguin with a fucking screwdriver and wins, and that's the end of it. So some time passes, and the bullies are now working for the little boy who's running the detective agency, and you see this like little shot of Batman's feet looking down into the like the cell. Like here's the basement, and then here's like the ground floor, and his feet are right there. And I guess he's checking up on him. But I'm like, Batman, fucking do something else. Why are you checking on these damn little kids? Like, I don't know. That part was kind of weird for me. But overall, rating wise, I thought this episode was super weak. I mean, it's called Batman the Animated Series, and he's not even in like half this fucking episode because the stars of the show were the little boy and the little girl, and you have the dumbass like him fencing with the screwdriver, which there's good camp and there's bad camp, and this for me was bad camp. I was just like, just punch him in the fucking face, Batman. Just punch him in the face. Um, just I don't know. These kids were so boring too. Like they had like no personality really. Just uh, it this genuinely was a hard watch for me. So I think I'm just gonna have to give this like a 2 out of 7. Like it wasn't dog shit awful 1 out of 7, but it was just it wasn't for me. So bye.